So let me get this straight. They give this man 10 years for allegedly shooting a person in the foot when he was already tried in the media and it was a circus. Let's peel back these layers on all the funky. First of all, I want to say domestic violence is something that any real person won't condone. First of all, I want to say that. It's not a good thing in no type of way, shape, form, or fashion. Let's get that straight right now. I want to say that first of all. Any survivors to domestic violence, salute you. Anybody doing domestic violence, fuck you. However, we're going to pull the cat out the bag today. First of all, I want to talk about how violence is subjective. Meaning, if my daughter or my son get in any type of altercation as a parent, if my son or my daughter is in the right, I'm ready to go to war, move mountains behind mine. They go to subjectiveness though. I gotta ask myself a question. Have I ever did any harm to a person's son or daughter and it wasn't their fault? I'm gonna be an exception because I'm not into domestic violence. However, people that say mental abuse and physical abuse one and the same, even though that's gonna be subjective. How do y'all give this man that type of time and it ain't clear on what happened? We don't even know what happened. Well, none of us there. All right. So we go off evidence, we go off facts, we go off. If y'all watch that shit, it was a shit show from the jump. Shorty lying at the gate. It frustrates me how time and again, mainly with our people, the tear-down is outrageous. Your man, Bill Cosby, had immunity. They still bumped him just to turn around and let him out, and Supreme Court throw the whole thing out. But he can't get his Tracy back. He can't get his 3 years back. When the rubber meet the road, in this little short window, it's gonna come out. And when the chickens come home to roost, I ain't really tripping on the 10. I'm gonna tell you why. Because niggas get railroaded all day long. What I know for a fact is the system, even now, the system stay releasing people, especially African-American men, after 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they getting cleared to show those was either egregious charges, they was erroneous, or they was altogether false. So I ain't tripping on that part. Because we stay getting railroaded. What I'm tripping on is how our people support those in power to help eradicate us. We already, y'all, it's ugly, man. And now with all this, it's just sad again to see that happen. It's so sad. This grandma, we getting drunk. How many times your dude really, or your girl really physically assaulted you? But because she ain't get caught by the system, she walking around as if y'all think y'all think it's a game. It ain't a fucking game. For them to be able to just do a black man like that, and everybody jump sides, we don't even know what happened for real. Damn. You got false statements, you got lies, you subpoena people that ain't come testify. Social media trying to, man. Come on, all the evidence pointing towards them, it's pointing away from them. Showed you not guilty, you just got railroaded. Like Bill Cosby. I can go on and on. Don't let me speak on chaos. They made a road for Elvis Presley. Some of our best. Y'all gonna remove him and be proud of it just to see him fall? The window's short. All our ass gonna be up out of here in a minute. Then what? You gotta have a level of common sense when it comes to certain things. I just got through watching the Y&W Melly trial, right? It's a mistrial. So by the preponderance of the evidence, they could not find that this man was guilty. To me, regardless, that automatically means he innocent. It's reasonable doubt there. Whatever small percentage make them say not guilty mean he ain't guilty. But y'all gonna mistrial, come up with some more laws and some more things to help railroad that boy. Wicked what happened to this be the thing. We in a situation where you are guilty. You're not innocent, you guilty. Not even until you proven innocent. You guilty until they realize you didn't do it. Because you'll never be innocent once they put that hex on your back. And this is what men go through. So y'all set up laws to try to protect people and try to rectify situations that's going awry. They mistrial. Now we got to go back there. Force a guilty. The laws ain't protecting us. People be hollering to being a rapper is the hardest, that's a lie. Being a man is you see if you do the population count, how many more women exist on earth as opposed to men. We don't make it. And true enough, it's levels. It's a lot of mental abuse. It's a lot of physical abuse on behalf of the men. They don't get ain't no passes. But I'm talking about in particular situations. Y&W Melly went to trial. The jury could not come up with a definitive verdict of guilty, so they give a mistrial, which absolutely means not guilty. Because if you didn't have a reasonable doubt, everybody is in agreement, he guilty. But they give you jury instructions to follow, which allows you to have a certain level of discretion. so you can make the appropriate, correct decision based on the law. However, mistrial, sit in jail until we retry you again. But you let George Zimmerman, a fake ass police, I'm a constantly advocate for not putting hands on each other. I'm a constantly advocate for, if you had to, young man, walk away. But there's so many people, men. Now I gotta advocate for men, because everybody advocates for everything else, especially society. I'm gonna advocate for the man. It's sad that men are often, much more so, verbally and physically abused. And because they might be connected to a level of trauma bonding, or they might have some sort of empathy or sympathy for the other individual, allow her to get it past them, want to see her go through certain things, don't want her to, but when it comes to us, she scratched me up, and I'm just trying to protect myself by not being physically assaulting her, but just to hold on. Then you might have to, just to sit her, shit. The police come on, sir, you gotta go. Just for her to come back, cry at the jail room with the bond money, just to bill that same guy that she just scratched. Whew. I'm really surprised at how the level of trauma that people endure, they'll give it to the new guy. Most of the trauma that a young lady may have endured for the 30 years might not have nothing to do with the new guy. We just met, boom, boom, boom. But because we lock in within a few little, I get everything under the sun that's coming from you or what you've been through, because we may have a disagreement. I don't believe shit I don't believe none of that. Ain't no way. The worst job in the world is being in America. I ain't gonna say the world, because a lot of our people be complaining, and they ain't been to the third world country to really know what poverty and struggle is. But I'm gonna speak on America. It's rough on a black man. Right here. Because of how we get treated, how we get railroaded. That's wicked. 10 years for what? You don't even know what happened. The evidence it didn't prove what happened. False statements. What I see is a man being railroaded. And we can't speak because everybody wants us to shift. Please pull his masculinity away from him. Break him. It's called buck breaking. Go look it up. They want to buck break us. But you got them Levi's on. You funky. I seen you with them on. I did too before I knew what buck breaking was. Yeah, it got me feeling some type of way. I can't even really, I just wanted to speak on it, but it got me feeling some type of way. I can't even really lock in the way I want to. So I'm going to revisit it in a minute, but y'all know it's free Tory. Y'all know it's free R. Kelly. They scared. Y'all won't even speak to it. Y'all won't even speak to the essence of the man. Y'all just ready to railroad and you don't even know what happened. And your daddy won shit, but you love him. He ain't take care of the family, the mama, and he was molesting the kids. Y'all let all them other people stand by their people in every type of capacity. When they chopping chicks' heads off in other countries for sleeping with the brother or the husband. And y'all cool with that. Man, that brother, you got to hold your head. You got to hold your head. They railroading you like how we get railroaded, because you cannot have a voice and you gotta be perfect when we know that you ain't perfect and they daddies ain't shit. We know this. Tear black family down. Wow. Y'all convicted that man even though the reasonable doubt was super duper evident. Shorty doing interviews, lying. The other shorty on the stand lying, they lying. No, he did that. He black. He a superstar. We got him in the jam. He did that. We don't like him. He did that. He found out a way to provide for his family. He did that. We're going to give Cosby immunity so that anything said then and anything that come up can't be used against him in the future. No, we're gonna pull that off. We ain't gonna honor that. I'm the prosecutor, I'm upset. I got to wait. I can carry it. Y'all know it's much bigger than your small little myopic view. It's much bigger than that. It's a bigger picture to this shit. It's a bigger scope to it. Much bigger than your myopic view. And it's crazy to me how everybody is ready to judge. Even you, big judge. You're always ready to judge, and you always judge. A lot of times incorrectly. As if you ain't never, people kill me. They never give a person an opportunity to, even when they do make mistakes that ain't as detrimental as other mistakes. Life you can't get back, but they never give a person a chance to say that, okay, we want to watch this person grow. Nah. He's beautiful and black, let's hurt him. Let's make sure we hurt him. And let's use his woman to facilitate that hurt. I know y'all don't get it, man, because y'all, don't. They gonna do it to your son. They gonna jam him up. They gonna put that baby in a situation where he jammed up, and what you gonna do? You're gonna sit back and yell and holler, but you the same person that judged this man. The way they doing my man Kels, I'm gonna deal with that too. Right now, I just seen that Tory Lanez sentenced to 10 years for Man, it's wicked, man. It's wicked. They really will see the downfall of a king. God make the giants smaller these days. We the giants. We them. And they use the whole world to pull that giant down. And they'll use his own people to do so, especially us. Bill Clinton getting head in the White. Bad people didn't tear him down. We turned it into the Lewinsky. We the most vulnerablest, forgiving, and a buck break and tear our own people down. I'm not a part of that. I don't want to see my people down. Period. Mentally unstable, mentally abused, trauma, and I know a lot of the young boys out here doing things that we really frowned upon, but we miss it. But it's a lot of accountability and a lot of lack of accountability that's going around. And it's just, it just be breaking my heart to see how the infrastructure and the people and the system would tear a man down, especially a black man. And the fact that in 100 years, won't none of us be here, that gives me a level of solace to put out the righteous, put out the entertainment, put out the facts, put out the motivation, put out the spirituality, put out everything that's in my power to be a leader to put out. It give me balance and make me mission accomplished. Cause you ain't shit. Your people ain't shit. You, if you hate him and you want to see him down, as if you perfect, as if you ain't shit, if you ain't did no, you, the women, y'all, you don't want me to get started on you. A lot of people don't realize a lot of women do a lot of molesting. They probably like, where he going? Now you hear where I'm going. Y'all do a lot of things that ain't right. And as a result, men, that young boy he suffer. He might change. He might be, y'all see what's going on? And y'all gonna lock up a male provider, a king, and laugh and giggle because you see him being towed down. And you don't even know what happened. And shorty lying. The reasonable doubt is enormous. Man. It's the bigger play, man. This one I take to heart. And I'm gonna revisit it. I ain't get time to write no notes down. I just seen it and I'm like, wow. Another railroading of the black man. It's a list of them. It's a list of them. Being black in America. I got so many stories on being black in America, but I ain't tripping. I ain't crying, I'm a man. Men have to step up to it. He gonna do what he have to do. However, that's egregious. It really is, man. And when the chickens come home to roost, for those that's always boop with their gavel, it's gonna be an ugly thing. Free Tory.